of the president's protection. Our view is that there must be a parliamentary inquiry into the fitness to hold office of Shaun the Sheep Abrams. We must investigate whether he's fit to hold office. And I'm asking for Parliament to in fact do its work. Secondly, we are saying Jacob Zuma must suspend him until the inquiry is completed. Because it's clear that he is costing South Africa's credibility by making up charges. If he was serious about these charges, he would obey the Gauteng North High Court ruling that said all the charges that the DA has brought against Jacob Zuma, 738 charges, he must charge Jacob Zuma as well. But instead, he's there to serve his master Jacob instead of serving the people of South Africa. We are calling for his suspension. We are maintaining his unfit to hold office. We will continue to fight for the Constitution, for ultimately we don't want an NPA that is compromised. We want an NPA that serves the people of South Africa, consistent with the oath of office and ultimately the integrity of our Constitution.
Then we also heard that a number of interested groups are also going to march or were said to march to that particular case. Is it still going to happen? Is the Democratic Alliance still also going to be part and parcel of that?
We were marching for the defense of the Constitution. We were marching to ensure that the rights and the freedoms of South Africans are protected, that the NPA must never be subjected to thugs and ultimately being used for political ends meet. That fight has never finished. These charges against Pravin Gordhan are but one example. There are many examples of selective prosecution. And if we are serious about the Constitution of South Africa, we can't allow those who violate it and those who act against this oath to continue. Therefore, we are there to fight. Also remember, the case that we have put against Jacob Zuma to oppose his interdict in the matter of the release of the state capture report. We are going to continue to fight for that. That matter has been said to be heard for 2 days. Therefore, on Wednesday, we are simply asking, as the original complainant, we would like that report because we want it. We want to ensure that we can hold those who are responsible for state capture to be held accountable. This is a historic week, this one.
And then in terms of delaying tactics, we heard the DA citing that there have been delayed tactics by the president. Do you still stand on that word?
Jacob Zuma is not interested in justice. He's using delayed tactics so much so that we are on record saying that we believe he's misleading the court. He's misleading the court, saying that he wants to be able to, he didn't accept that the report was final. And if the report was final, it must proceed. He's now wanting to argue that he's not aware of that. The truth of the matter is that the former public protector, Thuli Matonsela, stood up and said the report was final. Therefore, Jacob Zuma must come to court, accept the consequences of his action like any human being would who subjects himself to the law. That's why we are opposing the interdict. It's a pity that the current public protector has withdrawn opposition to the interdict, but we are not going to be deterred. We're going to fight that interdict by the President Jacob Zuma. We demand that report so that we can hold him to account.
And then we also know that a lot of people are also implicated in that one, more specifically Des van Rooyen. He's also come out saying that he wants this interdict to also go ahead. Do you feel that he knows that should the interdict, should the letter rather be released, that he could be bound by the things that could be found in the state capture report?
The reality behind for most South Africans is this, is that Jacob Zuma is not an exception in the ANC. He is protected by so many who are supporting him. Des van Rooyen is but one. There are many others. Des van Rooyen has gone on record now to even mislead Parliament. We asked him the question to say, have you ever met with the Guptas? He responded to say, no, he has not. Truth is, he's misled Parliament. He must go and account. Many of these people who are already cited in the report must in fact come out and take the consequences of their actions. South Africans have suffered long enough. We are without work because many South Africans are not working because of state capture, because it corrupts the state so that we can't create work. We want a South Africa that is free of state capture and will allow for work opportunities to appear. Therefore, we will not be shying away. We are saying those implicated must come to account and we will not stop.
And then looking at the perjury charges, we know that she might be laying perjury charges against the president?
Our legal team, of course, that argument will be heard tomorrow, and I'm hoping that the president's application in that regard will be dismissed and will continue to argue the case that he has misled the court.
And then very last, in terms of the public protector, who I had to, in terms of the public protector, do you feel that the previous public protector does not have faith in the incoming or the public protector in power now?
No, this new public protector, you know, we didn't vote against this, we didn't vote for this new public protector because we feared that she was there for a different purpose. What's become quite clear is that her withdrawal of the interdict says that in fact she's not willing to continue the fight to safeguard the interests of the people of South Africa. This was a perfect opportunity for her to do so. And now clearly she's now watching a different channel on TV, a channel that tells her that she must do everything in her power to obfuscate and delay the releasing of the report. We want that report for the sole purpose of saying accountability must come. Politicians serve the people, not the other way around. Therefore, we want to make sure the people at home know we will never stop the fight to make sure that report is tabled. And if we have to fight against this new public protector, we will make sure that happens because we are sick and tired of corruption.
Okay,